What's up YouTube, Dedra here, bringing you another video today. I got a bit of a video update here, and then I got a small deck profile of my own deck. But anyway, I'll just do a update here. Yeah, as you guys can see, I switched the name from Team SYA to Dedra SYA. SYA is still a team, we're still a team. We're still going around doing events, whatnot, but I've been doing a lot of work on the channel, and I'll just keep it Dedra SYA for now. It could go back, who knows, but I've been the only one who've really been working on the channel and whatnot for now. I thought maybe you guys can just get to know me a little bit for a while. And anyway, with that being said, and then also for SYA, we have our team is going to Winnipeg Regionals. It's September 12th, so we're gonna have a lot of fun there. We're gonna try to get tops. Our plan for this year, this being the first regional of this year for us, is to get everybody invites and go to Nats at the end of the year. Really big, really hard, but we're gonna try to do it, and we really want to go to Nats. I think it'd be a lot of fun and whatnot. So we'll be going to that, and then next weekend, I should be uploading duels, real duels, not DN duels, nothing like that. As my Road to Regional series keeps continuing, but it'll be kind of more of a team spotlight rather than just my own. Because I'm having players from my city and then other cities come down to where I live and play and practice, and just we'll play pretty much all weekend and just get a lot of practice in, following by a mini tournament, whatnot. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to enjoy that, and it's going to hopefully get us a lot of practice in for regionals. Now, also, I haven't been uploading for a couple of days. I've been out on vacation. I went on a 6-hour vacation, like it's 6 hours away, in Edmonton, Alberta. I live in Saskatchewan, so about 6 hours away. We went to the biggest mall in North America, West Edmonton Mall. Really fun. Has a big water park and stuff like that. And then I checked out quite a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh shops in the mall. They're all pretty pricey, but it's probably just because they're in the mall, and that's where most tourists go. But I did my research, and there was actually a local on Sunday at the small thing called the Adventurers Guild. Awesome shop, really nice people, and I decided I was going to go play. So I went to play, and I signed up, and there's about 35 to 45 people who play at their locals. I'm not sure the exact number that went when I went, but there's about 35 to 45 people, really pretty good attendance for a local, for me anyway, and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, I'm stoked to play in this. I'm really excited. And I ended up playing against 3 Necros, or Necros, I don't care what it's called. Played against 3 of them, and they played both. 2 of them played the Performage, and the one just didn't play the Performage. And then there was 1 BA, and then I played 1 Rogue deck, which was a Ninja Pendulum deck. It was pretty good because it did the Mist Valley Apex Avian, or whatever it's called, the one that negates stuff. Really good deck. But I ended up going 4-1, placing 6th overall, so top 8, which isn't terrible. It's pretty good for a local, going 4-1. I'm fine with that. Got some really good practice, some really good players in. I learned a lot. And just I got to talk with those guys, and I got some ton of trades in. Now I want you guys to pay attention. I didn't have these cards before the tournament, so I didn't get to play them, which really kind of sucked. But these are Danko, and that's a no Atilis. And not playing. If I made this against this one guy, I probably would have won. And I would have went. If I would have won, then I don't know what my record would have been, but it would have been my loss. My one loss was to Necro, and I would have probably won against him if I hadn't made this card. But I didn't own one, which really kind of sucked. Now, let's get into my deck profile of what I did. And also, the side deck, I'll talk about it when I went to play. But yeah, so I played 2 Hedgehog, obviously, 2 Falco. Oh, that's not a Falco. My other Falco got mixed up with my maths. Okay. I played 2 Falco. I played 2 of each Shaddoll monster. Sorry about that, guys. But I was got a little bit mixed up in my deck here. So I played 2 Falco, double Squam, double Beast. You guys can see there. Sorry, the glare's pretty bad. I know. I'm sorry. 2 Beast. And then 2 Dragon, because I just play 2 of each. I think it's the best the best count. I think it's the best way to do in this build anyway. Dragon's very undermined. It's really good to have. It's compulse and it's MST, so it's good to have. And then I also played three mathematicians. This card can be it's pretty much foolish and anything. So like this turns into anything. I mean, like you can send Squam and send Beast for draw one. It becomes MST. It becomes Search. It becomes It's just a really good card in general. It becomes Special Summon, or well, pretty much it becomes a Monster Reborn. Because you send you send Falco and Special Summon Falco, and the Falco is the Monster Reborn. So it's a really good card in general. And then in this engine, I played the Formage because I think it's the best. I think it's better than Star Seraph. Star Seraph like is good when you draw the Star Seraphs, but like it's not as good when you didn't draw like the broken play. But I think this is the best one because it's the most consistent and yeah. And then I played 2 Trick Clown. Also, Damage Juggler, he saved me games. He saved me a lot of damage a lot, and then he searches. He's the best one in my opinion because of that. Trick Clown, he's another one he's amazing. Like I'm not saying he's not good, but like he special summons himself once per turn. He does do okay, so you kind of want to make sure you're not getting like OTK'd or screwed over. But he's very good. I mean, making 2 like Shaddoll monsters and just keeping him on the field for your light. You never really run out of lights. It's kind of like Outstanding Dog Married, but like not into your deck. It comes back on the field. You can make rank 4s. He's just so much better. And then I played Double Hat Tricker. Doubles because it's really good. I think it's necessary. I think it's really good. I don't play Glow Up Bulb in this build, but I do play Trishula. And the reason being because Trishula is still really easy to make, whether what people say or not. Because a lot of times when you have math on board, you could have the Falco, and you flip the Falco, and you special summon like your Beast or something like that. Well, you probably like if you have perform this in the grave, you can add the Hat Tricker, and this is already enough monsters on the field to special summon Hat Tricker, and there's your rank 9 play right there. It's very easy. I always special summon this in defense just in case something goes wrong, but this is your rank 9 play, very easy, and then you go like that and you make Trish. I think it's the best way to sync with Falco. I think it's the best one. Trish is just amazing. I've never got Trish off and actually lost the duel. I always win when I get Trish off. So yeah, just putting my stuff back here. So there's that, and then obviously I play the BLS because the BLS is just really good and too good not to play. Now we'll get into spells. So I played obviously 3 Shaddoll Fusion. I think this is the best, especially with the amount of BA floating around. This is just the best card to have. Like one time, I opened 2 of these, and it says you can only activate 1. Well, like I opened 2 of these, and it's like usually that's bad, but he had Dante on board, so I activate 1, but he soul warnings it. But since it reads that can only activation, technically I didn't activate it because the activation was negated, so I could just activate another one, and it didn't really matter. And then yeah, I just plus. And then 3 El Shaddoll because this card is stupid and it's a quick play and it's free. Like, really good card. 1 Foolish because that card can be anything. 1 Book because it's just I mean, you're all flip effect monsters. If you can like have this set and kind of have the Falco, and he'll attack into the Falco, and on attack declaration you just go Book. So you set the Falco, the attack goes through, and the Falco is going to get its effect off when he thought he was going to do a lot of damage. It's just so like that. Or even the same thing with the Beast. Like if he's going to attack over that Beast, you set that, and then you get a +2 off it. Well, a +1 pretty much. Most of the time it's +2 if you have Shaddoll monster in your hand. And then I played Wondergeki. This card, I don't know. I seem to side it out a lot because I hate. A lot of times they'll choose to go first. They'll let me go first, and I draw this first turn, and like it's like, well, I'd rather have my deck be able to perform and go off rather than this. even though it is a safe card to have. And then for traps, in traps, I played 3 Sinister Shadow games. Yeah. So I played 3 Sinister Shadow games in this build. I thought it was really good. I really liked Sinister Shadow games a lot for a while. A lot of decks weren't playing them. I'm not sure now. But 3 Sinister Shadow games, like, it was just so good. This card can be anything, and it gets rid of problems like problem cards, like, you know, that just you couldn't before. You can flip it, and flip your Shaddoll monsters like Squamata, or flip Dragon, instead of them having to attack into it. So you can flip Squamata instead of letting them attack into Squamata and get rid of their monster. And then it's like also like if they like have Macrocosmos or Defissure, you chain this in response, and then you send them. Obviously, you go first, so it still goes to the graveyard, and then you just MST it. So it's, or you send Dragon, and it gets rid of it right away. So yeah, but it's just in general, it can be a lot of things in the deck. It could be a draw, it could be a special. It's just like foolish. And then I played the one-offs. The only one I didn't really like was probably Compulse, and then the next one I hated the most was probably Torrential. These might be taken out. I'm not 100% sure. If I was going to do anything, I'd probably put in my side deck MSTs into the main deck, just in case. But besides that, not really much. And that is still really good. And then obviously I played 1 core. Even though I wasn't playing No Atilis, it was still really good, and it doesn't like use all your resources. Especially like you can use this as a Shaddoll monster or as a Shaddoll or as an attribute. So it can be either or. Like if you had 2 of these, you could use them both. But no, you don't do that ever because you only play 1. But the fact that this could be used as attribute or a monster is really good. So you send Trick Clown, and you pretty much, it's literally a free fuse because, well, it's not using resources. You'll get this back eventually. And then I did 2 Breakthrough because Breakthrough is probably the best like trap card in the game right now, in my opinion. It's one of the best traps because it stops so much, and you get to use it twice, and like even though you only get to use it once on their turn and once on your turn, or like whatever. The second time is only on your turn. It's still really good because there's cards like Unicore and Dinkoseka, stuff like that. Even though Dinko's not a problem for us as much, but like yeah, it's like really good, in my opinion. Too good not to play. So yeah, that's the main deck. Should be just 40 cards, and then we'll go into the side deck. I mean the extra deck. So extra deck would be Triple Construct, Double Window, and Double Check. And then I want to add the Annoy Tillis in here. I might take out one of these and play 2 Annoy Tillis, but I'm not sure. Yeah. So that's pretty standard. I played 1 Star Eater and 1 Cleo. Probably be taking Leo out rather than, I don't know, I'll probably take Leo out for the Annoy Tillis. Leo, you hardly seem to make him. Trishula, very good. Like I said, if I get this card off, I win. Arcanite, very good. Somebody was kind of talking to me and talking about how like Black Rose is better because it nukes the whole field, but in my opinion, this is better than this because like this, it doesn't. I have a monster out. It doesn't make me go minus at all. I mean, it doesn't blow up the stuff I might have like a Shaddoll monster, and like in this deck, you don't want to like. Even though Construct adds a fusion back, like if it's not good because you're gonna run out of your fusions eventually, which really sucks. Like it's like I'd run a million Construct if I could. My whole extra deck would be Construct. Not literally, but I'm just saying, if I could run that many, I'd run a lot. This is pops 2. I get to target which ones I want to pop, and then also it's a light monster, so I can fuse with it. Very good. 1x Satan. It being a light monster, very good. Again, Castell, you can make Wendigo, but you don't play Wendigo, so it doesn't matter. That was just a joke. Castell, good card. Trapeze Magician, probably the best Exceed, and then Daigusto Emerald. But this is definitely the most one I go into the most. Trapeze is just probably the best, and it literally wins you games. I mean, if you have Construct out, like if they have no monsters, if you were Geki them or anything, and like you're not really worried about their back row, and you have Construct out, or even if you have El Shaddoll just in case, like you make this, and like you just this and two construct, like that's enough for game. That's 8100 because it's 28, 20 and 25. Like that's 8100. You already won right there. That's why it's probably the best. And like you can use its other effect. Like if they go into battle phase and like all of a sudden they like realize they can't get over you, you can detach, or you realize they, like their monster can't, and that monster is going to be destroyed at the end. Even if it didn't attack, so it's very good in that aspect. The only monsters I actually made during the tournament was Shaq. I made it once. I made Construct a bunch. Obviously, Construct's the one you make the most. I ran out of Constructs, I think, once. I made Trapeze, Emerald, and the only Synchro I made was Trish. These are the only extra deck monsters I actually made. It kind of made me realize, like, at first I thought the deck was, like, very squished in the extra deck, but you have a lot of room. Like, there's a lot of stuff you don't absolutely need to play. But I would keep all the monsters that I did make, and I'd probably get rid of, like, I wouldn't be worried about playing Star Eater or whatnot. Like, even if you play like a Towers Turbo build, like, and you can't get over like Towers because you don't run Star Eater, it's not really a big deal because you can just win game 2 with side deck cards. It's very easy. I know that sounds really goofy, but no, it's just how I feel. Now, side deck. I'll tell you about the side deck. My side deck was not complete. I was not ready. I made the side deck about 15 minutes before the tournament. When I got there, I traded for some cards, but I didn't have my side deck cards ready. I was not ready in general. This was kind of a last minute thing. Technically, I didn't even have all my Trick Clown or anything, but I bought like 4 packs and I pulled my Trick Clown, I pulled my Juggler, and then I pulled the Luster Dragon. That got me some trades. I pulled some good cards. But anyway, side deck would be Double Veiler. Never drew this card when I sided it in, which kind of sucked. But I decided for Necros. Another Thunder King. Never drew it. Double Lancia. This is really for Ritual Beasts, and yeah, I guess it would be pretty good for Cosmos, but I don't think there was a Cosmos deck. 2 MST. 2 is probably the perfect. I kind of want to try to fit these in the main deck because our locals are a little bit different. A little bit more roguey. Not our locals, but our tournaments. And then I played 1 Mistaken Arrest. I didn't have 2 mistakes. I would probably rather play 2 mistakes, but this is actually really good because they can't MST in response. It's just, it happens unless they can negate it. And then I played 1 mistake, 1 decree, 1 light imprisoning. This is a good card. In time, I thought, like, it didn't happen, but it would have saved me. It would have won me time. I ended up winning anyway, but I thought he was going to do Dante and then mill 3, 2500. And then when he went to attack my math, I would flip that, but I kind of gave it away, so he didn't do it. And then Double Fairy Wind. This card is fucking great. Like, it's not even just about, like, your pendulums. It's about hitting floodgates as well. This thing's so versatile. If you're playing a pendulum deck and like you can hit the floodgates, it's really good. Especially also like ignites. Like, this just destroys ignites, and whatnot. Even like, especially like if they have like their field spell, it just hits so much. Very good. And then I played 1 Mind Crush and 1 Imperial Iron Wall. That's pretty much it though. So I ended up getting 6th place. I was pretty happy with that. Though, like, this is my first time playing the deck in real life at a tournament. With the performances, it's a bit different than like regular Shaddolls because there's a little bit more thought that goes into it. A lot more plays you can do with it. But I was pretty happy with how I did. I got top 8. I went 4-1. It was really fun, and I met a lot of really cool people. I met a lot of good trades. I would check out the store and whatnot. Anyway, guys, I'll thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you later, and stay updated, and kind of just please subscribe, like, comment, like, it means a lot. So see ya.